So not too long ago, we got a brand new Void Rare hero, Reliquary Tender. Now, this hero was obviously had a lot of hype, and I will say she lives up to the hype. She's a great hero. I've been using her in a lot of different places, on a lot of different teams, and she is awesome. Today, we're going to do a full guide for Reliquary Tender. What's up, everybody? It is B-Hub. Let's talk about Reliquary Tender. Now, first off, where are we going to use a hero like this? I think that you're going to get the most out of this hero in dungeons. You're going to get a lot out of her in faction wars, like a ton out of her in faction wars. I think she'll be great there. I think you can get some use out of her, maybe a little bit in arena, depending on your team. Now, for that, I think if they work on fixing the speed meta a little bit, I think that she'll be better. Now, you can also use her if you need somebody early on in clan boss. Now, I don't think that she's going to scale up. I don't think that she's going to be a nightmare, even ultra nightmare clan boss hero, but I think at the beginning you can use her. She does have the ability to remove the stun, or if there's any kind of affinity on the clan boss, remove the other buffs, and you can place this continuous heal, and that's alright, and you can get this 25% decreased attack, and you can res, and we'll talk about that in a second. I think she'll be okay there, but I think that you'll grow out of her eventually, and obviously for clan boss you want the 50% decreased attack if you're going to use her there. So you can use her in those areas. Potion keeps are obviously great, and then I think that she would be a good hero if you're trying to complete the campaign and you're struggling in those areas. I think she'll be able to help, kind of carry you maybe where you were not able to go before. So now, I kind of briefly touched on it, but what does she do? Let's break it down. Her Warden Staff is her default ability. That's her A1. Attacks one enemy. You can level this up. She has a pretty high chance of placing the 25% decreased attack. Now, this is obviously not the 50, but in so many places, 25 is okay. The only place where it isn't amazing is clan boss, but everywhere else, putting anything on an opponent that makes them hit less is great. So you're going to want to use that anytime that you can. That's a good ability. Tender's Watch is her A2. You can get this reduced to a 3-turn cooldown. This removes all debuffs from all allies and then places the continuous heal. This is a great ability. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. She can cycle this off frequently. This removes all those pesky debuffs from your team, and you can just keep going. And then her Call to Life will rest somebody on a 5-turn cooldown with 30% health and 30% turn meter. So that's great. She has a really strong kit. She's an amazing support hero. You're going to see her in action here in a couple of minutes, and let's talk some more about her. So let's do the masteries up next. Now, here's the way that I have mine built. I have her built on the defensive tree and on the on the support tree. Sorry. Now, for defense, this is pretty standard, kind of defense composition. She's going to have more defense, reduced damage from AoEs. This one is going to give her increased amount of healing and shield buffs that she receives by 5%, so she's going to heal up a little bit more. Ability to remove a debuff if she gets hit hard enough. A little bit less damage. This cycle will help her increase her turn meter. Now, we want her to go as fast as possible for me. That's what I tried to build her for. And then also Retribution. She has an opportunity to counterattack and place her 25% decrease attack on an opponent, so that's good. Over here, we got some accuracy. We do want to land our decrease attacks, a little bit of accuracy, a heal every time the first enemy goes down. Both of these, whenever a debuff or a buff expire, it has the opportunity to increase her turn meter. So again, we're going to get her going really fast. Laura Steel to help with her artifacts. Evil Eye is going to be really good if you're going to use her in dungeons, or if you're going to use her in faction wars, or even arena, or anything like that. Evil Eye is an amazing ability. What it does is whenever she hits with her default skill, her A1, it will reduce their turn meter by 20%, and that happens on once for each target. So she's going to be able to do that and really help you continue to go more. Now, Spirit Haste will give her more speed whenever somebody goes down. This will have her a chance to get that res up faster. And then I went with Timely Intervention. Now, it increases the champ's turn meter by 20% whenever a ally hero drops below 25%. What I like about Timely Intervention is that there is no percent chance that it happens. It just happens whenever a hero drops below 25% HP. This gives her even faster clock to be able to res or to be able to remove debuffs. So she's going to go a lot, and she's going to go frequently. She's going to place her decrease attack. She's going to decrease turn meter. She's going to res and remove debuffs. She's going to do it all. Now, the reason I chose Timely Intervention is nothing else in either of these trees really stuck out to me. You could, I I suppose try and build her with like a selfless defender and bulwark kind of build, but I just didn't see that. I've tried to use that on different heroes, and it just doesn't seem to be incredibly effective to me. But this, I think, will work out pretty well. And we can obviously try around with some different stuff, but this seems to be doing just fine for me as of right now. Now, up next, we're going to talk about her gear. I have her in speed gear, and I have her in some immortal gear. Her HP is very, very high. She's at 64,000 health. That's going to be pretty high for her. Her defense is not all that high, but really, I was working on this HP percentage with her. Now, you want her accuracy to be decent because you want to be able to land your decrease attack. Now, the resistance, I have her resistance at 206. The reason her resist is so high for me is whenever you have a person who can remove all debuffs from all allies, you don't want that person getting debuffs applied to them. So if somebody places a universal freeze or a universal stun or something like that, you want this hero to be able to resist it so that she can potentially remove it from the rest of your team. And that's a huge help. So that's why she has a really high resist. I think that's going to be important for her. I think speed is obviously very important. Obviously, we're trying to get her to go as many times as possible, to land all of her skills as many times as possible, so that's good. Now, really, you're going to want this HP percentage, and you're going to want that defense up as well. I think I could definitely use to lower her HP a little bit and raise her defense, but I got to get the gear for that, and that'll just take some time, obviously. I'll probably switch out one of these two pieces for something a little bit different. But either way, right now she works great. So that's how I have her built. HP percentage, defense percentage, resist is huge, speed is huge, accuracy is important. You want to land your decrease attack. Now let's get into some actual gameplay. Alright, so today the Force Keep is open, so we're just going to try and see the end of this run right here. Now, obviously, my team is going to come through. They're going to kind of crush through the ads and not really worry about them. Now, the boss is going to place a 50% decrease attack on the rest of the team. As you can see right there, he tries to land it on everybody. She's going to clear that right up, and she's going to place those continuous heals. Now, in something like this, anytime you have a boss who's going to place a decrease attack, it's obviously going to take your team a little bit longer to finish out the fight because they're going to be weakened. Now, with Reliquary Tender, you can get around that because she's not going to worry about that. He tries to place decrease attack, and we don't care. We are just going to remove it and keep going. So there it is again. She removes it again, and we just keep going, and we're just going to finish out this fight. So she's a lot of fun here. I think she's pretty helpful in this keep, and she's going to be helpful in the other keeps as well. Anytime you can remove stuff like poisons or whatever, like from the Void keep, she's going to remove those things, not even worry about it, not even blink an eye, and keep on going. Alright, so you're coming in here at the end of the Dragon 20 run. You're gonna see her go off. She's gonna do a lot of stuff in this. One, she's going to be able to remove the poisons, and then she's also, if she has the opportunity, is going to be able to remove the decrease attack whenever the dragon uses that ability as well. So that's a big one, right? We talked about that a second ago. Anytime you can remove decrease attack, your heroes can finish off the fight faster. Now, for this, you're probably going to see somewhere around a 3-minute dragon run, which ideally I want to bring down even more. I'll have to find a different kind of team where she's going to excel even more at. Now, they obviously look at that. You have poisons and you have weaken, and she's just going to remove all of that. She's going to give you the continuous heal and going to help your team continue to progress like that. So she's really good in that area. She's very good at what she does. She's going to help keep your people alive, and she's just going to go frequently, go often, and work on these bosses. So she probably won't be able to get it off. I don't know. Let's see. She might be able to remove it a little bit from some of the heroes, but I mean, that's going to be okay. She still removed the weaken and she removed the poisons. So that, oh, there you go. Actually, she did. She cleared it up a little bit there as well. Now, like I said, I would like for this run to be even faster. I don't think that she is the best hero that I have, obviously. I can do this run faster if I use my Sylar and I use the decreased speed and things like that from Sylar. But Reliquary Tender is a viable option for Dragon's Lair if you are struggling with it. She's going to be Void, so she's going to help out no matter what the affinity is. She'll be able to help you and give you some extra points for your Dragon's Lair team. So I think she's going to be solid there as well. Alright, so the last thing to talk about is Faction Wars, and with this, Reliquary Tender is an amazing candidate for Faction Wars. right now where I have my team, I did this the other day when it was open for the high elves, and I did this. I was able to complete stage 14 with Reliquary Tender on my team. Now this team is pretty solid, but I have Apothecary, Reliquary Tender, Tayrel, Elinari, Arbiter. All of these are really, really strong heroes, but Reliquary Tender was able to really come in there and help. I love using her and Arbiter on the same team. You get the double res, and you get just able to heal and really just continue to work through stuff. So I think she's a great asset when it comes to faction wars. Now, again, in the build that I have, I think she's going to excel. She's going to be able to reduce turn meter. She's going to be able to decrease attack. She's going to be able to res and heal and remove debuffs. So she does a ton, and she does it very, very well. So I think Reliquary Tender is a really, really solid option for people. I think that if you are, especially if you're starting out this game and you end up pulling her early on, she is way better than, let's say, somebody like Shaman, she's like the one that they give away for free. She's even better. Shaman can remove a random buff. She can place increased crit rate, and she has this heal. But here's the thing. The increased crit rate to me is kind of off. Like, you have a support hero, and increased crit rate is good, but you want her to do more stuff than this, and remove a buff is okay. But Shaman, Reliquary Tender is just better than Shaman is, right? She comes in, she places a decreased attack, which helps you survive longer. She removes all the debuffs and places a continuous heal, and she can res. So I think that Reliquary Tender is even better than the epic that they give you to try and give you a support hero. So use Reliquary Tender. I think she's a really solid hero. You're going to have fun with her. So if you got anything from this video, or if you have any comments, maybe there's something that you would change and you think that could be different and that could be done better, let me know. This is obviously, we're just going at it. We're trying to figure this out, but I think this build works really well. It's been doing great for me. But let me know if you think that we can do something different. Also, if you got anything out of this video, hit like, hit subscribe. If you're feeling super generous, you can drop a donation below. And if you want to know what gear I use for this video, affiliate links are below. Thank you so much for watching and checking this out. And until next time, peace out.